Ding!
Greetings, fools! This week I add to my army of loyal evil minions. It's Masters of the Universe Origins Trapjaw on the EVIL Skeletoys! First, it's interesting to note that the first wave of Masters of the Universe Origins that arrived here were international packages, while these ones are clearly US cards, with English being the only language printed on them. Most people would not care or even notice, but I know that you nerds get hung up on details like this, so I thought I would mention it. Trapjaw is filling me with the feels of nostalgia in the box here, full of 80s goodness. I mean evilness. Evil! You can see he comes with a comic and some weapons in behind there, presumably his switchable arms. The back of the package has some 80s-inspired artwork showing Trapjaw about to blast that dolt He-Man and his useless friend with the spring legs. It says here that Trapjaw is a cybernetic criminal that can arm himself with any weapon he needs for battle. I get it. I see what they did there. Because he can change his arms. Good one, Mattel. It says there is also a comic which supports my earlier findings of a comic book tucked in behind Trapjaw. Then we get some instructions on how to change Trapjaw's arms and how his jaw works for opened and closed biting action. Not much of a trap there. Most people would see that. But maybe we should have renamed Trapjaw Biter instead. You can also see the other figures in this wave. There's He-Man again for some reason, Manny Faces and Orko. They are both new for 2020. Then there's me, because one cannot possibly have enough figures of me, and I am constantly sold out. I am kind of a big deal. Then there's a picture of Biter here, and Scareglow. Evil dead me from the future! Scareglow has been retconned back to a version of me. Mattel seems to change their mind depending on what day of the week it is. But I never get tired of more figures of me. However, I must warn you, when time traveling, it is very important not to run into your other self. Great Scott! I did notice the packages in this wave arrived a little more banged up on the store shelves than the previous wave. I suspect that is important to note for some of you collector types. A closer look at some of Trapjaw's details here. His belt is lime green with a skull on it. You can see him here beside Masters of the Universe Classics Trapjaw. This newer release is quite a bit shorter, but more reminiscent of the original than this fancy, over-the-top action doll from the days of the Matty Collector. Now, let's get this Trapjaw open for closer inspection. Double toil and trouble. Here you can see the aforementioned mini-comic entitled Double Trouble, where that fool He-Man thinks he can get the best of me. On the back cover, it again shows the figures from this wave. As mentioned earlier, he has 3 different arms. 1, 2, 3. They are interchangeable, of course, and the ones he is not wearing can hang on his belt. I can appreciate this. As a young skeleton child, I despised action dolls that had so many accessories that they could not possibly carry them all. Give them some belt clips or something to carry all the stuff, you incompetent toy designers. It's not rocket science here. It's not even black magic. Just put some clips on it, like this. Trapjaw has lots of articulation. Ankles, knees, hips, waist, wrist, elbows, shoulders, head, and of course, jaw. Open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. Ta! So what's that, like 20 points of articulation? That means I can give this figure a rating of articulated. Trapjaw also comes with a hole in his head. Makes sense. I guess if you want to, you can put some thread through so he can spin into action. Yes, I know it's swing into action. I was trying to set up my spin camera shot. You know it all, fools. Anyway, that's all the time we have for this week. So here is a shot of Trapjaw beside Super 7's vintage-style Masters of the Universe Beastman and Super 7's Filmation-style Ultimate Skeletor. Now you can see how tall they all are compared to each other, if that is the sort of thing that occupies your feeble minds. And while you are here, be sure to check out my other exciting episodes and/or view a video of Alan Oppenheimer, who is a reasonable facsimile of me. Thanks for watching. Now get out of here!